Bonjour, welcome to another episode of French Moments with me, Dr. Sewonam Chachu. I'm hoping that you have enjoyed our journey so far. You're learning and improving on your French. We want to continue today. In this season, we'll be doing a lot more grammar because I noticed that is one of the challenges that we have at the primary, JHS, SHS, and tertiary levels. And so we are going to take the grammar from scratch to help us. I'm sure you've all heard of conjugations, okay? When you start French, one of the exercises you're actually going to be given is conjugation. One of the things you learn is that conjugation usually has to be in context for you to understand it. So today we'll learn the basics of two important verbs. You need these verbs wherever you go, so it's important to conjugate them in their present indicative tense, and their conjugations are further used to make composed tenses. So it's very important. You actually have to just memorize how it's conjugated, and then you can use them in expressions all around. So we have être and avoir. Être, I want to say it after me, être, and then avoir. Être means to be, and so it is used in many contexts that you will say I am this or he is this. And so we'll look at how it is conjugated, and then we'll try to put them in context. Okay, so we have je suis, tu es, il ou elle est. So you can say il est if it is a male, elle est if it is a female, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. This is not too different from what we have in English, where je stands for I, tu stands for you, singular, il stands for he, elle stands for she, nous is we, vous is you, plural, and then il, plural, they, and then elle is also they, but females. Il is for both a mixture of male and female, or only male, plural. Okay, so être is to be. So when you see je suis, it means I am. Tu es, you are. Il ou elle est, he is, she is. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes, you are, plural, or you for a form of politeness. Then ils sont, elles sont. They are, they are, plural, either male or female or a mixture. Now, one thing you should know is that this will be used to talk, for example, about professions, feelings, where one finds themselves at a moment, etc. So, je suis, you can say je suis journaliste. I'm a journalist. Je suis journaliste. I'm a journalist. Tu es journaliste. So the same thing. The good thing about journalist is that because it naturally ends in E, we don't have a different form for masculine and feminine singular. And for the plural for all of them, you just add an S. So je suis journaliste, tu es journaliste, il est journaliste, elle est journaliste. So the same thing. Nous sommes. So from here you add an S. Nous sommes journalistes. Vous êtes journalistes. Depending, and then let me just put the S so I can confuse you. Then the same thing here. Okay, so for the first three, journalists without S. For the next three, journalists with S. And because the E is already there, you don't have to add any E or S. So je suis journaliste, tu es journaliste, il est journaliste, nous sommes journalistes, vous êtes journalistes, ils ou elles sont journalistes. Okay, it means I'm a journalist, you're a journalist, he's a journalist, she's a journalist, etc. Okay, but apart from journalist, we can also so this is a noun. We can also put an adjective. Okay, so let's use content. Content means happy. Now if you see je suis content like this, it's a male, likely to be a male speaker. If it's a female, we have to add an e to have je suis contente. Okay, tu es content, you are happy. Il ou elle est content. So if it's il, it is il est content, but elle est contente with the e at the end. Nous sommes contents. If it's only males, or if it's females, you have to add es. Okay, so nous sommes contents or nous sommes contentes. So assuming that I and my brother are happy, it will be nous sommes contents without the s. But if it's I and my sister, it will be nous sommes contentes with the e and the s. So nous sommes contents. If it's only males or a male and female or a mixture, you use content without e but with an s. And then if it's only females, then it's contente, where you have both e and s. And it's the same for vous êtes content or vous êtes contente. And then ils sont contents. Of course, il is masculine, so even if it's a mixture of male and females, we content without the e but with the s. And then elles sont contentes, so we have the same thing playing out. Okay, or es. Okay, all right. And you can use this in different ways. I am tired, je suis fatigué. Il est paresseux, he's lazy. Il est paresseux, elle est paresseuse. So the thing about être is that it's a verb that usually would have agreement in number and gender of whatever follows it. Okay, it is also used as an auxiliary for more complex verbs. I don't want to confuse you. The most important thing is that for now you know how to conjugate. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. One of the ways is to try and use a poem or a song or something to help you memorize it. So je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. I want you to try your hands at this, and then in the next episode we are going to look at avoir. Is that okay? Till I come your way, like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments. À bientôt. Au revoir.